back in my ways. Missing my girl, I ain't seen her in days. What can I say?
Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the New York Jets. Of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Hall again on second down. And just shedding him off there. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. 45 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ballgame. They finally caught up to him there at the end of the play, but great inside handoff, and what a powerful run.
The first few yards seemed relatively easy. Then it got tougher, right? And that's where he showed that he was not going to go down easily. He was not going to be denied until he got everything he could out of that run.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. On play action, it's Rodgers. He finds Wilson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. On play action, Rodgers. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Throwing is Rodgers. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are on the board first here this afternoon. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Here's Tank down to return it from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Stroud sets up the play action. That'll be pulled in downfield by Collins. A huge play there for Houston. 55 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Stroud to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Beck. Touchdown, Texans. Andrew Beck, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything, every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Rodgers now to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
Good footwork at the 30. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Texans will take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the momentum just continuing to build and build for them. They had the touchdown, their last drive to tie the game. Now their defense does its job, and Charles, all of a sudden, they've got a chance to capture the lead here.
And we're seeing a really nice exhibition of what coaches love to call complementary football. Offense gets a tie, defense does its job, gets the ball right back, and their teammates now have momentum. What a nice job they're doing, all doing it together.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Stroud. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's another 1st down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Stroud off the play fake. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Here's Rodgers. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Here's 3rd and 6. Now it's Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're getting the football back again.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. So it sails out of bounds close to midfield, and they'll say actually right at midfield. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Play action. Here's Stroud. Going deep for Diggs. And this is caught. Touchdown. Stephon Diggs. 50 yards. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Rodgers will try again on second down. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Going to look deep for Wilson.
And this is going to be dropped. Oh, my gracious. There was no one in his area code, but he could not hang on to it.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Called it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's Stroud.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays.
Now Stroud. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. It's Bubba Bolden who picks it.
And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Tyler Conklin, 34 yards.
And the Jets have got it back to within a score.
Now Zerline on and the extra point. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well. And he's been right.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
Stroud on 3rd down now. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Bubba Bolden who picks it.
And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Now Rodgers going to shift him around.
Now Rodgers throwing again. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, the first two drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Henry To'oTo'o brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
Now the veteran Thomas Morstead on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Running left, it's Mixon. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down.
Stroud looking to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded at about the 28. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt.
And the Jets will take over.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Rodgers' throw here going to be caught by Wilson.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Watch the run, watch the run. 48 mark, 48 mark. Bandit. Mike, over here. You're not ready. Check nickel.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets.
Garrett Wilson, as the first half is winding down. And the Jets have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead into the locker room.
Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And folks, this is a 67-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. They need 18 yards here on third down. Throwing now is Stroud. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
This is fielded at the 27. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Jets will take over first and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So roughing the passer penalty and an automatic first down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense, first and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact to complete it.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Mixing up the middle. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon
as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Stroud's throw taken in by Collins. 3rd and 8. And Stroud now to throw.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. We've got a close game. The offense has played well, but right now they've got to keep their foot on the gas.
And that carries with it an extra bit of pressure, doesn't it? As much fun as they're having right now, they're locked in, really clicking on all cylinders.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
Here's Rodgers to throw.
He's got this to Williams, complete.
And he'll be stopped in his tracks right at the 33.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Rodgers going to throw.
Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
And you're getting deep on me here. I like that, going to the next level and what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10.
Going deep for Diggs. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Play action. Stroud now.
Throw left side complete. That's back. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And the big guy catches the ball in the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Stroud will look to throw once more.
He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud.
Dancing to his left.
And Stroud wisely slides down safely after picking up the first down.
Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
Flush to his right. Good footwork at the 30. And he's taken down inside the 30. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Off the play fake. Stroud, he finds his man, complete. That's back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. A handoff to Mixon. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
2nd and 6.
Looking to throw. Stroud. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Dalton Schultz, a 14-yard touchdown.
And the Texans have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here.
And he's going to be sacked. They came after him. He couldn't get away. And this remains a 2-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 27. To throw is Rodgers. And Wilson with it, complete. A very solid gain of 27. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Ball again.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
4-yard loss on the play. 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Rodgers directing traffic, going to change the play.
Now a whistle and a timeout defensively. Trying to stop it, and they do with 2 seconds to go prior to the 2-minute warning. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that might just seal the deal here. Makes it a 2-score game with not a lot of time on the clock. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. They'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Stroud.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the return will stop right around the 25. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL's record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Rodgers looking to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Jets look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big.
Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
1st and 10, it's Stroud. Throw right side, taken in by Collins.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
1st and goal, Houston.
Back to throw. Stroud. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Chuck Clark picking it off.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles, so the final seconds of the 4th quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one. Well, these defensive backs have been getting torched all game long, and finally, a small measure of revenge here. That time the coverage downfield is excellent, and they're right there to battle for the football and force the incomplete pass.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Watch right. No game on this defense. No game. Switch.
Rodgers throwing here. This one deep for Wilson. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. One final shot for C.J. Stroud. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. A higher-scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams,